how to find time for my photography business? Boy, do I know this question. I'm going to give you 4 tips so you can find the time for your photography business. So let's get to it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a new video to monetize your macro, nature, and landscape photography. So number 1, your calendar is your friend. So what I do is use Google Calendar. It's super easy. You can just write on the Google Calendar the times that you have that you're doing with your family, friends, holidays, all the important things first. That's super important. You got to take care of your family and your friends first, right? So you put all that in, doctor's appointments, everything. You have to build this habit, okay? You could do this. And then what I do is schedule in time for my photography, making work. Then I schedule in time to do the business side of photography. Yep. And then I schedule in time to make the videos for you. Then I schedule time in for the creative mentorship where we help macro, landscape, and nature photographers monetize their photography to make 2 to 3 times more than what you're making now. So we have to have all of this inside our calendar to be able to make the time for the business. You may think that this is crazy, but if you are truly wanting to become a professional photographer, you've got to live by the calendar. It's the only way that you're going to really have the time to get you to the next level. Number 2, set a timer. So we have everything on the calendar. And what's nice about Google is that you can actually ping it to your phone and it will pop up and say, oh, time to shoot. Now, if you don't have the mojo to shoot at the time, then post-process, but you got to do it. You got to say, I've set this time, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up and do it. Next, what I do is I actually set a time within my calendar. I'm going to work for 2 hours. That's usually as far as I can go. So if I have that 2 hours, most of the time I don't. Most of the time it's 1 hour. I will put it on 60 minutes. I've got this little timer. Amazing. You just turn it on. See? And a toot toot. And in 60 minutes, this thing pops up. And then I stop. And then I look at my calendar. Oops, there it started. Once this buzzer goes off, I stop, I look at my calendar because I don't remember all the time what I need to do, and then it will show the next thing that I'm going to do. Let me know down in the comments what is the biggest reason you cannot find time for your photography and your photography business, and I'll help you down in the comments below. Number 3, you really do need to move distractions when you're working on your photography and your photography business. And the way that I do it is that on my phone, I have an emergency area where only my husband and my 2 children can call me when I'm actually working. Because my friends and my family know that if there's an emergency, they'll just call Kevin, my husband. Because it is so important for you and for me too to work on the photography, because this is what we are meant to do. This is our passion, and it's important. You have to put this in your calendar, and you have to not be distracted. You know, the pingings from the phone for text messaging, your email popping up, your mind's going a mile a minute. It will stop the mojo. It really does. So please remove all the distractions that you can and only focus on what you're doing for your photography and your photography business. Number 4, it's time to build all of these as a habit. Because if you do not do these 3 things that I just went over with you, you will fall apart again. It takes time to build a habit. According to the 2009 study published in European Journal of Social Psychology, the study concluded that on an average, it takes 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. To build this habit that I do now, because I am a squirrel all over the place, I really did have to make sure that every Sunday I looked at my calendar, because I had already planned out through the month what I wanted to do. And I looked on Sunday to see what was the week going to be, because things changed. We know that. I may have been sick the week before. You may have had a dentist appointment that you didn't realize you needed to go to. So what do we have to do? We have to rearrange that week in our calendar. For me, it was easy just to look at Sunday night, look to see what my calendar looked like for the week, rearrange things if I needed to, and abide by what I said I was going to do. It's time for you to be accountable. Okay, that's it. Those are the 4 tips. I didn't want to give you a whole bunch of tips because we don't have time to be doing a whole bunch of things. I understand. This actually truly worked for me, and it still does to this day. I do have more time. I will tell you the truth. I am not working full time at my job anymore. My children are grown up. But for years, I did this, and it does work. So trust me on this one, okay? I have another tip coming out next Thursday. In that video, I give you tips on helping you be confident with your photography work. And there's one huge time sucker in that video. Don't have confidence with your photography? Do you feel like an imposter? If so, then this video is for you. So look out for that video on Thursday. And if you'd like to find your creative voice so you can really wow your clients, check out my Essential Creative Blueprint Workshop. This will help you find your voice so you can make 2 to 3 times more than what you're making now on your photography. Plus, I give you a downloadable checklist that goes with the workshop. And grabbing this for free, you'll have time for your photography business. And check out the video down below on 7 tips to start making money from your photography. Always remember that your 1,000 words does make a difference. Cheers!